Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Welcome back to another round of street vlogging. This is where we discuss issue on development of our homeland and where we iron out things that pertain to serious economic, social, political development. And this has created a lot of discussion in the streets. And the channel is mostly a pro-homeland channel geared towards bringing serious economic, political, social development. I do believe that you will all support this by always liking, commenting and sharing this to a wider audience. And what are we discussing today? Bet me, boy oh boy, there are a lot of things to talk about. But many are now saying that it seems that the present governor of Anambra State have finally rescued Anambra State from myopic leadership and underdevelopment, from economic and political quagmire. Basically, that he has rescued the state from political mugus and economic mugus that's underdeveloped the state over the years in terms of being governors. That basically, that many people did not realize the extent of underdevelopment that has crippled Anambra State. The state that cannot, over the years, boast of a major infrastructure like roads being constructed by the state government. So that these are now what we call has been dumped into the garbage or dustbin of history because of a man they call popularly call now Olo Atwegu. What it means that he's not afraid to do the work. That's what we are going to discuss today. I do believe that this will be a real reality check on the present government. Remember, this channel is not pro or against, but we are pro-homeland, meaning that if anybody in the homeland does good, no matter his political affiliations, we talk about it. That's why we always discuss about other people like David Umai, who is not really in APC. We talk about Alex Oti of Abia State, who is also in Labour. We talk about the Enugu State Governor, who is in PDP. So that shows you how we discuss in this, because our main objective is basically good governance. We believe that Anambra State, Igbo land, and Nigeria can be better than what we are seeing at the moment. And that's why we are passionately advocating completely change of how leadership is being applied in our homeland. So this is exactly what we are here to discuss. I do believe that you are loving it and you are supporting what we are talking about. So now let's begin the whole discussion. Until recently, Anambra State was looking left and right at other states constructing major dual carriageways and major infrastructures. But they were talking about it, and even some politicians were saying to them, that's a federal government project, it's not a state government project. that the state cannot afford this and that, that a state that has a lot of businesses, a lot of opportunity to collect taxes, cannot afford all those roads. It cannot afford government house. It cannot afford this. This was the excuse of the government. The government of the Anambra state, they said they cannot afford doing modern markets, proper modern markets, modern shopping malls and all those things. It was a damn excuse. Even that the government cannot do airports. Oh, the excuses they were doing then was, oh, there are many airports around us. So they were giving excuses about the airport. Finally, the airport was done and dusted in the last administration. But many excuses followed. That this cannot be done, we don't have money, we cannot build this, blah, blah, blah. And we continued on a destructive path of building narrow roads and narrow and non-economic projects that cannot actually completely transform our homeland. And as a result of that, most of our people were seen in many countries of the world like they become economic asylum seekers and destitute in places that the homeland should have been better. That was the story, and that was a sad one. But it seems things had finally turned around, because hate him or love him, Soludo, in spite of his weaknesses, has proven that we can. And we can bring about the tomorrow we are looking for today. We can see it today. Meaning that we can change the narrative. We can build better highways. We can build mega infrastructures. That we can have the money. We can also realize the money through taxation. And that's exactly what he's doing. And that it's not a rocket science to dualize major highways. It's not a rocket science to do major roads in the cities of Ikulobia, in Newi, Onitsha, and Oka. So that is not a rocket science to basically put skills, basic skills on our people so that they can be self-sufficient, they can be somebody in life. So that's exactly what this man has started to do. And you'll be asking yourself, why have we seen ourselves in this quagmire for a long time? Why have we seen ourselves in this dustbin of honor development for a long time? Why have our people not waking up from the whole thing? Although there are more to be done, but at the moment we need to seriously appreciate what is going on. I will say this is a turning point in the history of our state and the history of our homeland, but more are needed, because we haven't done much. We have not actually scratched the surface. Remember, what we are saying here is not that the Soludo has actually completely transformed everything, but what he did is that he has arrested the myopic governance in the state and lack of visionless system that has been in the state. But more is expected, because this is just a scratch of the surface. Because we can, like we said in this channel, have a comprehensive security apparatus coverage of the state. We can have 24-hour electricity. We can deploy a lot of things in the state. We can have better infrastructure in the state. That's what. We can also feed ourselves. Within 1 year, we can feed ourselves if the Soludo will have a really food security policy, which he has not at the moment. Although we have been saying it, but it looks like he's looking at what he has been doing, seeing that it's not happening, nothing has happened. And he can also change the environment. If you look at the time being, you can see that the environment is still in a mess. It seems that, like most people believe, that he has not gotten an environmental commissioner who can be on the street, not on the offices, not the person that be having symposium or appearing on television, but who you'll be seeing on the street, basically taking street by street, road by road, and estate by estate and layout by layout, turning it into a paradise. That's exactly what is still missing. But I don't know what your own opinion. If you have any opinion, if you have anything to drop in support of this or against this, please go to the comment section. Let's continue from there. I am still Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for commenting, and God bless you. Have a wonderful time. Bye.